What's the deal? What's deal, my ninjas? What up, gang? How's everybody doing? We are back. Let me let some people into the Zoom. Wait, hold on. There you go. Let's get one of those. Come on, everybody. Everybody get the pump going. Perfect. We got it. Minus 32 from the signal, but it's all good. What you talk about, Willis? Should have made 40 pips. Big up Wicks from Yard, aka Jamaica. What you say? Wagwan Mayu. Everything Irie. Feel Irie. Feel Irie. Yeah, man. Big thing coming. Alright, everybody. Where's Green? Somebody find Green. He's always missing lately. I think he's been talking to Kay. I've been spending too much time with Kay. Because now Kay's gone, Green's gone, something going on. Jack almost went missing. It's crazy. Yo. Asian session is just fucking knocking people off. And then I realized I'm not a bitch. That's cool. That's a W, Jack. That's a W. Anyway. By a show of hands, who wants to get into a breakdown? Almost everybody. Great. Somebody raised everybody's hand. Somebody raised 1,000 hands. Alright, gang. We did come down. We did fill the 40 pip prophecy that we had during the stream of this wick that we discussed. For everyone that got in where Don didn't, if you were smart enough to hold the trade and realize not to close and draw down until candles start closing against you, is a really good habit to start utilizing in your trading. Those of you who were able to do that, closed break even or in profits or smacked this whole fucking thing for 40 or 50 pips. But if you panicked because Donvo was not in there, it's not the final indicator. The charts are. Alright. Wicks, any good spots you would recommend to move in Miami? Yes, Atlanta. Yeah, you just had to realize where you were on the charts. That's about it. Held, saw the trade coming through, yes. Perfect. Alright. Daily closed bearish with a bottom wick. Daily also closed bearish at a support, so we might range here. And by range, I mean this. Even if we close bullish here and break it, we're probably gonna end up coming up anyway. So we're gonna probably range within this area on this hourly or 4 hour, which means we only have 2 hours for this session, and we might end up spending this session in this range, forming a breakout. Which means I expect us to come down here, break the lows that we have established in this area. All right, we've established the low here. And I expect us to either tap them, break them, and still come back up. Unless we start getting some higher time frame closure, bearish closures and top wicks. But the way we're printing right now, especially on the hourly, no bottom wick here, the 4 hour here doesn't, the daily hasn't flipped yet. If the daily flips, I don't know if we'll drive, because I believe that flip might happen on the next 4 hour, and if that flip happens after 9 p.m. Eastern on the daily, on the 4 hour is just going to be a liquidity grab. The way it's sitting, the way we closed at support, it indicates that if we do break on the 4 hour, if we break this low here, okay, if we break this low here, like that, we're gonna probably end up coming back up, flipping to drive. And we've had that happen here. Look, we've had that happen previously every time we've come into this range. So I'm just playing the probability game. And besides the fact that we held this support, right? Look at this wick. It started driving. At some point, it was very bearish, right? At some point, this candle looked like $1 million, right? This candle looked like this at some point. This candle looked like this. And all that was here is just a liquidity grab. We closed bullish. And the same thing, if you saw right here, if you see here, we started breaking those lows and then popped up bullish. So I expect us, since we've closed like that, unless we start getting higher time frame closures below these areas, hourly closures below these areas, I expect us to make a bottom wick into here, right? Wick into this area, anywhere in here, and eventually, right, continue driving up. But this is a higher time frame, right? This is the 4 hour. So if this is the 4 hour, before we drive up, what has to happen? This bottom wick, this top wick, which means our session will probably be this range. That's why I say the way we close today, most likely will range for the session in order to break out London or New York. But it doesn't mean we can't catch any moves within the range. So the way we're coming down here, I was looking just to play this range to range and see if we can get a closure below here. Just play this range to range, because we should before driving up, we need a liquidity grab, and I believe we're gonna tap into these areas here. And if that's what we're expecting, the range to fill here is roughly 23 pips before you go break even. Right. So let's see what we can do here. And for buys, we need a range 2 breakout. We're in range 2 right now, and the way we are printing here, generally I'd like to look for buys above this area. All right, below here we should be Okay. We're gonna have sells below this area, and we're gonna have sells below 1942.07. I'm gonna have sells below this area. It's 1938.447, and below there, we'll have it off the rip. We'll see how we close here. We might have sells off the rip below 1939.939, but we'll see how we close there. Yeah, it tends to fill the range below there. Yeah, we're gonna be off the rip below here. Yep. 1939.962, 1942.077. We needed a nice top wick, a rejection probably around 1944 areas. So if we break, let's look at it this way. So if we are to fill the range down here and be confident in it, I'd want us to close bearish below here on the 5. And I'd want a pretty steep liquidity grab probably to these areas, to 44 areas. If we can do that, I'll have sell stops here on the flip to fill this range. If we can't grab liquidity anywhere in this area, on the 30, that's where I see top wicks coming into before driving down. If we can get up into that area, then I'll have sell stops. If we can't get into that area, we'll just have sells below off the rip at 1939.962 below these lows once we get down there. For buys, uh-oh, your song's coming on, so we can hold that off for a second, right? For buys, let's see where we can get a range 2 breakout. So if we have range 1 down here, we have range 2. Anything above this, we're good to go. Now we just need to see where the market drives up above here. And we look and we find a level right here. We will have buys above this area. Buys above 1946.911. That's the way the cookie crumbles. What up, Zoom gang? All right, let me scroll back a little. Where can you buy gold? Probably at the jewelry store. Can I come in? I believe so. Are you in? I believe you're in. You're not in. Are you not in? Just knock. Knock, and I'll let you in. Still groggy from New York session. Headed to New York. So tomorrow we get a good trade going down at Wall Street. Like my people need to, yeah, go grab the bull by the balls. Too high shit to reply? No, I just don't look at the chat when I'm doing a breakdown. Knocking for 10 minutes? Yeah, well, you can hop in now. Yeah. Everybody getting in? I was wondering who that is. I was like, who the hell is Andrew? Like, yeah. You on your girl's Zoom probably, right? Or she done changed the name. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull it up. You could change it. I'm not gonna pull it up on the screen. All right, you got one song right now. You're getting a song. You guys can wild out right here. Voila. Voila. Hit it. Sit the fuck down. Trying to get back into this damn Asian session. And who broke the vase? Gang, be honest, who broke the vase? Is that your own beat? It is hot. It's my theme song. When I walk down the street, that shit just plays in the air. People be like, what the fuck? Like, if you ever see me, like, that shit's just playing in the background. There he is. There he is. Why did you say the range below is range 1? How did you identify that as range 1? Because the price came from that area, like when I chart myself, that's the only problem. What? Yeah. Right? What? Why? It's not that difficult. It shouldn't be a difficult concept. If we were bearish and we came down to here and price rejected, and this is where our range 1, where price does the first rejection. And then above this range here, right above this area, you had another resistance. So now this is range 2. This is range 1. Everything above here is a range 2 breakout, but the breakout is really above here. Uh-oh. You already had this today. Another grape drink? I got it. It's great. I got it. Chat, you ever had these? My kids love these. You ever had these? Anyone? No one's ever had this, right? Can you guys see it? This is Japanese soda. Whatever it is. They got a ball in there that, like, I don't know. It's craziness. Comes up with these things. Alright. I'm just showing off your drink. Right, twitchy. It's just twitching over here. You in your Christmas gown. Yeah, I got you. Oh, that's Snoopy. I got you. If this shit spills on me, I'm gonna be pissed. If this spills on me, yo, go get a napkin, please, because I know it's gonna spill. I know you've been shaking this for 20 minutes. She over here, like this. Ramon. Oh, alright, I got a tissue. So if this pops, no, I don't trust you. We're going outside. Yeah. How long you been throwing this bottle around? Alright, here we go. Here comes the pop. Oh, I knew it. It's everywhere. You see? That's brilliant. See, good thing we went outside. Otherwise, this would have been on stream, on camera. The trolls would have had more content. See? Alright, high five. Now, because it spilled all over me, it's my drink now. Go get your own. Nah, go get your own. Alright, go. You're good. You're good. You lucky you with me. Oh shit. I'm soaked, chat. Range 1 is the range, the first not range where you're in right now, because then range 1 would always be range 1. You would always be in range 1, because if now you're in that range, now you're always in that range. Range 1 is where you first reject. Range 2 is the next range that it rejects into. Hold on, chat. My hands are sticky. Loving is what I got. Can you remember that? Loving is what I got. What's the deal, chat? How are you guys feeling? Is everyone excited about the new website that was dropped today? Oh, wait. Yo. Don. No, not this Don. Word. Me and Green have discussed this at length, and that website ain't coming. Yous all got played. All of yous got trolled. Troll of the Year award. Those are all freaking screenshots. Where I'm finna fire everybody. Yo, look at this. Now we're driving right now, huh? Driving! We're gonna retest the lows, but I wanna retest the lows with a top wick, and if we don't get a top wick, we don't enter. Wait. Who the fuck put all these drawings on my screen? Why the delay? What delay? Oh, the website? He's just trying to make sure it's perfect for you. Perfect for you. That website dropped today? Yeah, I mean, it dropped, but it didn't really fall. That song you were just singing. Wouldn't it be better off the rip if we close below 39.8? Yes. That's what we're waiting for off the rip at 39.8 or 9. That is our off the rip. It would be better, and that's what we're waiting for. So if price were bullish, well, you know what? You're in luck, my friend. You know why? Because I have superpowers. Well, price was bullish. Created a resistance. Right? The range here. Right here. So this is the range 1 because this is the range where we first rejected. Then the price came into range 2, made another range here, right? And anything below you can sell. The problem is you can't sell here because now you're bumping straight into a support, so now you got to sell below this support. And when that happens, you want to repeat this, right? You see how pretty that is? Pretty colors, pretty boxes. All right, now with a little more magic, we can almost deleted the stream. Bada bing, bada boom. Right, but if we come up and we get the range 2 breakout, last time that happened, wow, look at that. We closed above, and the price just drove, and we got all this clean range to fill. So we close above like this, right? We are going to look for a bottom wick on the next candle and trade this. Why do I flip the chart? Because he asked me what would it look like if the price was bullish. So we showed him what it would look like. How do you determine the bias for the day to know if the direction? Well, we were bearish here, and you look at the higher time frames, right? That 4-hour close strongly bearish. The daily, go to the daily closed bearish, so we're going to expect to continue. And the daily's about to flip and drive down here. Hold on, will we get the daily flip below here? Let's see how we close. I think this candle might have closed. It's all depending on how on the level I drew here. But right now, chat, if we come up, make a top wick, I'll put a sell stop below this current candle low to retest the lows, but I need a top wick on this candle and then a rebreak of its own low after it makes a top wick to around 1942, 43 areas. Well, 43 areas, no. If that doesn't happen, it drives straight through. We will look for positions below 39.962. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Know what I'm saying? Range 1 is always the first rejection of price, yeah, or the latest, the initial rejection of daily structure. Right. Let's just see what happens. This candle closes in 90 seconds here. What we might see is something up here. Yeah, we break. Here's the thing. We close like this in 90 seconds and don't drive through. This is an interesting level here. What's up here? If this candle closes like this, we don't drive through all the way to the bottom. I'm going to look for a top wick on the next candle and a sell stop. As long as we get a bottom wick on this candle and it doesn't fill the range here, it doesn't fill our entire advantage point. We need this to pull back to around 41.8, 41.7. Oh, what you doing in the airport, bro? Cause a scene. Cause a scene. Let me out. Oh, you with the baby and she crying. Yo, I remember doing that. I remember flying with all three of my kids. Yo, we close no bottom wick, no top wick. You guys are shit out of luck for positions on these candles, on the next 2 or 3 candles. Not gonna happen. So this also applies on the session, right, bro? No matter which session we trade. Yes, everything applies. Yeah, guy flying in New York right now. Got me in the airport. Got the baby in his hands. This is tough. I didn't jinx it. I'm just warning you because a lot of you be like, oh, we close below, sell, 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 sell. You can, but I'm not doing it. It's good range here. It's clean. I'm just not doing it. And it's like, oh, you know, I get comments. People send me DMs. Yeah, people are like, yeah, whatever. They sent you DMs. You're making this shit up. No, I really get DMs. People send me DMs and they're like, yo, you know, sometimes it drives when we get no bottom wick. It still goes that direction. And it's like, yeah, sometimes. But is it a good habit to have? Like, is it a good habit to build? Right? Like, is sometimes really worth it? If it drives 4 or 5 of the times and the other times doesn't, it's not really worth it. It's got to be like almost every time, and almost every time it rejects and closes bullish the other way. But you know, people always like, oh, you miss so much because you don't enter those. Then you clearly close below your area, but you can take advantage of that. I was like, yeah, but you know, most of the time it'll take advantage of me. So it's not what we're looking for. Rico! I've been listening, but I had to make the kids something to eat back at my computer. So what'd you do? Just give them some American cheese? Here, melt this, kids. Thanks, Dad. Here's a lighter. Pork fried rice. Don't defend it now. Come on, man. I know you made him grilled cheese with no bread. Lighter grilled cheese with no bread. Should have made him a bread and ice sandwich. You ever had an ice cube sandwich? Delicious. It's Don's favorite. Don be eating ice cube sandwiches all day. What is ice cube sandwich? You get a piece of bread, you sprinkle a little bit of ice cubes in there, crushed up, whatever you like them. You like the whole cube shit? Do the cube shit. I like them crushed up. You sprinkle a little bit of crushed up ice on your bread, and you get another fucking piece of bread. Boom, sandwich. If you want, put a little fucking mayo in there. Ice cube and mayo. Well, yeah, I never had that. Yeah, I never had the ice cube and mayo sandwich. Right. Where Don puts sprinkles on everything. Don be putting sprinkles in his soup. A little bit right here. Come on. Come on down. Oh boy, if we can get these these closures. Oh man. This is clean. That. It's 15 advantage. Airport playing crazy, playing got delayed 2 hours. They phone, they do ice cube and pepper. Nice. Sprinkle ice cream, no. Where's the original one from yesterday? Oh, sticky notes. So you want sticky glue? Yeah. Which color you want? Pink. There's green. You could take a few. Yeah. Careful, those I think open up like a. I don't think they're all on one side. Actually, yeah, they are. You want green? Yeah, take. What else do you need? I love you too. All right, we just do that. I have no cells here. We're here. We have 10 minutes till the 4-hour close. This is gonna be fun. We got a closure, chat. Yeah. Low here is off the rip right now. I'm gonna need a pullback based on the timing here, not just the candles. It could drive, yeah. 10 minutes left on the 4-hour close. This 4-hour close is no bottom wick here. We're chalked. We need confirmation that we're gonna close below. Yeah, you're gonna have to look at 45, 650 here for stops. (9:30 news, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. It's Aussie news. So there's going to be volume, right? Will you fill the range here? Or will you reject 4-hour? No, 4-hour. Our 4-hour closes in 10 minutes. See? 4-hour, 9:38. We want to close below all of this on the 4-hour, top wick, and continue driving. That's what we want. We know this. We know two things. We know we need a bottom wick on this 4-hour, and we know we need a top wick on the next 4-hour. Both of which show up in the shape of a pullback. So if we expect that, we expect a pullback in the last 10 minutes of this candle, we're not going to enter here no matter how much it's driving, right? I'm expecting a pullback for me to take advantage of it. Number one. Number two, once it closes and it does leave us, what the this is good. This is good. Let it close like this below here. Because it said, you want a pullback? Let me just drive, and then I'll give you a pullback. So this is good. We close like this. We might be in on the first 5-minute candle of the next hourly. This is perfect. So this bottom wick, it's just range, right? This is clean range. Now if we take a sell here, we should fill this wick, right? On the next candle, or the one after next. This is just a 5. As long as this hourly, this 4-hour close below here. I know we don't have a top wick on the previous, but we come up, make a top wick in the shape of a 5-minute range here. I'll be fine with no top wick on the previous hourly. Very interesting. I saw this level here, but I don't find it that important because we've driven through here so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I worried about the 4-hour support? I have it in my mind. That's why I'm looking for us to close below it over here. 1937.614. I'd like us to close below. That's the 4-hour. Right? If we close below that, and the next 4-hour comes up, grabs the top wick, and starts breaking its own lows, I mean, we'll be in sells, right? What about daily? No, top wick. My daily has a top wick. It's the first thing it did. It made a top wick and now it just drove down. 4-hour has a top wick. 2-hour, the 1-hour is the only one with no top wick. It's off the rip? No, it's not off the rip based on the 4-hour close. If this was an hour close, yes, but it's also the 4-hour close, and the 4-hour here is not off the rip. Chances of a 4-hour candle not having a top wick are slim, very slim. So it might come down, but eventually it'll come back up and make that top wick. Whenever it does that, we'll look for the rebreak of the lows. If it doesn't come down, go straight up, as long as we close below 37.57 here, 37.57, we are good to go. If we don't, but we still leave this wick here, pretty desirable to trade it. I'll look for a top wick to break the previous hourly, and then a drive down. Let's see. We have 5 minutes here. 5 minutes. Pull back, clapping the FOMO victims. I mean, yeah, we just discussed it. We know the 4-hour needs a pullback. We don't know how steep it will be. Sometimes it'll run past your TP. Sometimes it'll hit your TP. Sometimes it'll go right back after you're like 2-3 pips in profit and pull back on you. That's why we're not in those impulsive entries. At least we're seeing good volume for Asian. Yes. That is a great, great sign. So if the hourly closes here, I'm going to look for a top wick to 1941, 1940.9. At least there. At least to that area. Stops are going to be above the previous 5 range, which would be around here, 1945.6 area. Because I believe at that moment you're in the wrong direction. Once you start breaking 45, you're heading up. Yep. Where's my lighter? Oh, we got a 4-hour close coming up here in a minute. Oh.
The smoke got me. I got bronchitis.
Damn. Yeah, I gotta put that out outside. My smoke got me. Took a pull. The smoke just said, bruh, 4-hour close. What are you doing? Oof. Ha ha ha. Oink oink. Why'd you draw the very bottom sells below line? Because we're going to have sells below there right now. That's what I'm going to look for. I'm also going to look for higher time frame fill of the wick here in 20 seconds. Let's see if we get a top wick and a sell stop. Or, actually, if we get a top wick, I don't know if I'm going to have a sell stop. Depending how that top wick forms on the hourly. If it forms in the shape of a 5-minute range or if it forms in the shape of one 5-minute candle. Right? So, it's key here. Eddie, appreciate you. Thank you for the $1.99. Eddie always coming through. All right, 4-hour closed here. Oof, respected support. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna trade here off the flip of the higher time frame. It respected the higher time frame support, but it did close bearish. I'm gonna look for a top wick still, and then I want a closure below 38,418, and it'll be off the rip. Okay. We need a top wick. If it drives, and great. We don't have any positions. If we want to fill the wick now, let it do it. I'm gonna wait for this candle to flip bullish. Once it does that, we'll wait for a closure below 1938,468. This top wick here doesn't justify a position. If anything, it'll make me question the position once I'm in it. And that's what we want to avoid, any doubt. We do have the 5-minute celery, but it's 5-minute celery above the range, right? Still in the range. Yeah, your broker just closes at a different time. Every other time frame is the same. Go based on what your broker's doing. But honestly, my broker also closes at a different time, and I'm going based on what TradingView. I just like TradingView, and I mean Oanda. I like their charts. I'm just going based on what Oanda has. It's not TradingView. It's just... Oanda be Oandoing. For our top wick. Doesn't give us top wick? Great. We're not in there last night, but it gives us a top wick, then we have more confidence that we should drive down. Where would the top wick be? It should break this current 5. It should make a top wick overall for the hourly and the 4. Right now we don't have one. Right, the hourly, the 4, like that's not a wick. These are not spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers. If you're using ACAP, stop trading. W promo. It Cummins Downs. I'm new here. Like it. Nice. We are growing. Almost 700 viewers. Now let's see if we get a top look on this hourly so we could take some position. Chat. This closes in 90 seconds. This might give us a sell stop if the next candle comes up and breaks this previous candle high. Right? But 90 seconds, a lot can happen here. Might fill the wick. What's our next range here? Asian session with the volume. Asian session with the volume. Session with the volume. Y'all don't like my song? Just came up with it. Yeah. I like the CPI song better. I know it. All good. Great for the volume, but is the volume planning to give us a position? Volume? What are stops here? This area, right? Oh yeah. We need to tap 1939.9 before I set any sell stop here. All right, this is good. Good. Keep coming up. We need a top wick formed on this hourly. What's the difference here in pips? 3 pips. rejecting off a nice level here, but it still didn't give us a top wick on the higher time frame. Maybe we won't get one because of, chat, look, the last 3 candles here do not have a top wick. So much volume, straight down, straight down. Can this be one of those candles? Straight down? What are we breaking here? Hmm. This might respect this area. Is there a chance to buy? Yeah, most likely not in this session. You won't see buys in Asian session tonight. Close bullish on the 5. I know, Green. I know. Give me a minute. Just looking at positions here on the break of this low. Chat. We flip bullish on this 5 minute. I'll set a sell stop below this candle low. Okay. Flip bullish, start driving up here. I'll set a sell stop below this low. Might just drive through here now. Wait, what time is it? 9:13, 9:15. We're getting a 15 closure here. Okay, so yeah, this is good. This is good. We need a top wick. We need this next 15 to come up, make a top wick. Ideally, we come up before we drive down, because the break of this wick here, I think we might just pop down. I don't have any positions yet, but I think if it breaks this low, it should just drive down. All right, chat. You know what? I might actually get in here. Let's see. Yep. There we go. Chat. I'm getting in here on the break of the slow right here. I just got in. I opened the position. Could we have clean range? And I don't see a reason for us to come back up and start flipping here. The bullish candle held resistance here, never broke above it. I think we're going to continue down to fill the range here. I was going to set a sell stop, but it never came up and flipped. I entered manually. It came out a little later. My entry here is 1935.86. All right. Look, so the most I have them right now. I have our stops at 1943. The most ideal stops are above here, but most ideal stops for us right here, 45.5. But I don't think I'm riding with 90 pip stops right now. This is where we're at, and we're gonna look to right. Let me set this up on my broker. Ooh, we have a lot of range here. The hourly. Yeah, around 15 pips, 16 pips. I'm gonna look to go break even, right? We should tap 32 areas, our next support at some point in this 4-hour candle. When is it gonna happen? I'm not sure. But realistically, I'm looking at around 15 to 20 pips, break even, and house money at that point, right? Oh wait, our music ended. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Green. I really I've been looking at the break of that low for a little while. Just contemplating the top wick there, but the thing is, I wanted a top wick, but this 5 came up. It made a top wick, and it never closed above, so it showed me it's respecting this resistance. And then this candle didn't even think about it, just straight down, broke the lows, broke the wick, broke everything. So ideally, we fill this range down. Oh, hold on, I didn't even set a TP on my broker. I just set a stop, but no TP. Irrelevant though, right? Not like we're planning on hitting the full TP anyway, but it might happen. But we'll see what happens here. The ball? No, they didn't. I did it earlier. I ripped it. I didn't do it on purpose. They didn't. Don't blame me, sisters. I did it. I know, but it's cool. You could play with it. That's why I didn't throw it out, so you could play with it. But I'll buy you a new one. I'm sorry. Well, I'll get you a new one anyway. If I broke it, then I'm getting you a new one. All right, all right. Can I have a hug? Yes. Oh, love you. Jar? No. You could get one of their clay jars. The one? No. The one from their Play-Doh. From your sister's Play-Doh. Well, get a bigger one. Get a couple of them. I'm sorry. So we have a lot more range that where I'm looking for, right? Our range here. Realistically, we could go down all the way to maybe 1915 here, 1910. Realistically, it could head down that much. Will we hold till that much? I mean, I could do this for all the RR monsters. Let's do this 1910, right? 260 pips. We'll... Oh, too wide. See. The Wix national anthem. It'll come up in about 20 minutes. Chandez in the house. My entry 35.9, 35.86. Is the break of this wick here. Right? This wick right there. Once we broke that wick, technically clean traffic to head down. I was looking at us needing a top wick for the hourly. But the idea here, if you look at the last hourly, last 30, look at these candles. No top wick, straight down. Next one, no top wick, straight down. This one, no top wick, straight down. So I was figuring we break that low, we're gonna fill the range down. Just like, you guys will notice this happens quite a lot. Like if you see a candle, a strong higher time frame candle, no top wick, straight down, you'll see a lot of times the very next one, if it doesn't start rejecting it, no top wick, straight down. Stuff happens quite often. Don't over risk, right? So you can have chances at pineapple, so you can hold drawdown, right? Don't over risk. This way you don't have to bite your nails and drawdown. Prepare to let this rock. Yeah, I mean, we start coming up here. Technically, we shouldn't come up that close, but I'll think about moving my stops a bit higher because to most optimal here. And then I'll look for maybe a celery on the way down. If we do start coming up. I don't expect that. I expect us to fill the range to 32. Don't panic, chat. The higher time frames are all in our direction. The volume is in our direction. Right? A lot of things need to happen here for this to go against us. Quite a few, actually. So just chill. Let it play out. And if it starts going against you, you'll know how to manage it. But probability dictates this should come down. Right? We have probabilities on our side. Now we'll just let it play out. Jinxed it now. There's no such thing. It is what it is, right? Don't want to be in a trade? Don't enter. You guys are trading. That's what we were looking for. We're looking for some drawdown. What I do need though is this joint. Jointy joint. Nah. Another note, how to deal with bad profits. Didn't stick to my plan, but made major profits. Withdraw them, spend them like it never happened. Easy come, easy go. Look, if this play doesn't work out, I'm homeless. I've been there before. Oh, it's an ugly opening here. Ugly opening on the 5. You ugly. 5. Filthy. 15 here. Prettier. That's a pretty candle. 4-hour has no top wick. Risky play? No. I've accounted for that. If you look at the last, no top wick, no top wick, no top wick, no, like the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15-minute candles, no top wick. Last 3 30-minute candles, no top wick. Last 2 hourly candles, no top wick. I feel you, but I think we have direction. And I think we have volume. It's going to be tough here because this might flip and drive up. Anyone down to close break even? I'm going to give it a minute. Ugly ass 5. Yeah, if this 5 starts flipping here. Yeah. If it flips, it's going to fill the range up. And we're going to need to close below. Yeah, I'm going to close it once it flips here. I'm going to close it right here. Sorry, I haven't closed yet. I didn't close yet, Chad. Hold on. Didn't flip on my broker. But if it flips, I'll close it. If it flips bullish here, I'm going to close it. Because at that point, it's going to drive up and fill the wick up, right? It will drop the next 30. Well, here's the thing. It's grabbing liquidity here, right? If it's right now, if it doesn't close below here on the 5 and it flips bullish, it's going to ride up to the top of the range, right? So if it starts flipping bullish, I'll close my position. It's all right. It went nowhere. It's still at the same price where everyone entered yet here, right? If it closes bullish. If it flips bullish, I'm going to lose 1 pip. For now, I'm still in here. it's there you go, chat. My chart flipped bullish, so I closed out here. It came to minus a little more, minus 2 pips, 2.2. Let's close this out, chat, because we're gonna fill. Now that it flipped bullish, it's gonna fill the range up. What's up? You lost the orange one? How did you lose it? Who took it? Double check with your sisters. Maybe the one of your sisters took it. Yeah, I closed that break even there. Give me one sec. Your mic sucks. Yes. Yo, chat. New mic. Not that expensive, right? Like Michael Jackson mic, we can get one for like 4x, right? I gotta see how much Don's mic was, but nothing beats this setup. Nothing beats the Astro A50 setup because I can mute the mic. Like, yeah, I closed the trade once we flipped bullish here, so I closed at minus 2 pips, break even. No, the button is not the best. The best is when you can just go. And now you can hear me. That's why I think it's the best because, yeah, simple. It's just user experience, right? It's very user friendly. Just going like, you see? Ooh, 30 just closed there, chat. Top wick. Top wick on the 30. We can have the sells below the previous 30. My broker look a little weird, right? Not even looking at that chart. Price is a little bit off. It's all right. We could come up here, break these 15-minute highs, come up to maybe 39 area. We can have a sell stop on the break of the 30 low. What's the difference between this current candle and the previous candle? It's only 2 pips. So we come up, make a steep enough wick here. We're gonna have a sell stop on the break of the previous 30, and that'll also, it's very similar to what we just did after breaking this wick here. And for now, these bullish candles have respected that level. Damn, you still not in the plane, Don Juan? Not a bad wick. Never broke the 30 high though. Is this the wick for the 30? Do we have that much volume? This is the wick for the 30? Be bad. 10 pip wick. Yeah, I'm thinking of setting a sell stop below these lows. Oh yeah, he wants to drive here. So I'm gonna enter a sell here. On the break of the slow. I'm in a position right here on the break of that low. All right, I'm gonna look to go break even around 1932. I expect us to pop down here and fill the range down. I don't see why we wouldn't. Just clean traffic here to come down. I'm only about 6-7 pips here. What do we tap in here? Yeah, this is a nice area of play here. I haven't managed risk yet, chat. I only saw 8. My actual entry is 1935.24. It's a pip lower than it is here. 35.24. There. In sells, yes, I'm in sells. My stops are right now 43.12. Before I get off, I'll let you know, but the most ideal stops are here, 45.5. But I'm not planning on hitting no stops. The only way I'll manage risk here now is we start getting hourly bullish closes. If we break the previous hourly high or the current hourly high and start coming back below 38,468, I'll look for pineapples. Until then, this is my trade, and I'll look to manage risk around 32 areas, right? TP 1920s area, 1910. Will you ride it all the way through there? Huh? See. We will see. Uh-oh, what's up, Wix 12? What's up? Oh, alright. Alright, gotcha. Wix 12 wants to say hi to you guys. Here, say hi. Say hi. No? Alright, then go. 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 Live freely, Wix 12. Bye. Love you. Mm-hmm. She's like, no. Now she doesn't want to leave me alone. I'm not going, baby. 5 ever flipped? This 5 never flipped here. Annoying. 40 seconds. So what might happen is the next 5 makes a bottom wick and drives up. So we'll see how the next 5 prints. Why didn't I get in at the double top? Because I don't trade double tops. I really expected a closure on a higher time frame here, and we just got a closure here now. So, and we got the break of the lows there just now, right? No bottom wick on the opening of a candle, meaning it should come down there and grab a bottom wick. Go literally defend Don's live, right, Wix? You can't predict these things, right? But if you were in a position during the live, right, if you got activated where he didn't, I mean, you had ample opportunities to get out, right? I mean, if you waited, you should have closed in profit today. At least break even, right? Break even or in profit. If you entered on that trade, because you would have had to understand where you're still logically ahead and wait it out. $19.32. Yeah, I was looking at 32 as my vantage point to start closing. Or I'm gonna look for higher time frame bullish closes, right? If we start getting that, I'll start managing risk. Until then, I'm still gonna look to fill this range down. Could be a problem, yeah. No top wick on the higher time frame. It's not that it's a problem. You have to take it into consideration and realize that you probably want to come back there to grab liquidity. Are we in a sell? I'm in a sell. I don't know if you're in a sell. I'm in a sell. Yeah, I got activated. He removed it though. I got in profit. Yeah, I mean, if you waited, technically we should have all been activated. It's just Blueberry didn't get there by like half a pip, but fills the range up like this, right? If we come up here, I'm gonna look for bearish closures back over here, below this area to take pineapples and retest the lows, okay? Did you say selling or buying? I'm in a sell. See where this white line is? That separates the red and green. I entered. And where it starts, that's the candle I entered on 2 candles ago. How are the kangaroos doing? No, I don't use blueberry. Are you sure got news? Yeah, there's news. There's Aussie news. Yes. We sure got news. $23-minute chart for good luck. All right, let's do it. Uh-oh. 23-minute chart. Do your thing. Do your thing, 23. Do your thing. I mean, that's ugly. I don't like the fact that this 5-minute close with no, it's barely a bottom wick there. Ugly ass rejection. Yeah, it should have drove through here. We might see some drawdown here. If you want, you can close out here 2-3 pips and draw down. Well, now it's more. Now it's like 5. But if you want, you close down here. Might see some drawdown here, but I haven't closed anything. I'll manage risk once we start getting candle closures here. But it's not a bad place to manage risk. Realistically, this 5 should have drove down, but I'm putting my trust in the higher time frame here. And if we do come up, make a steeper top wick, I know where I'm in the wrong direction. So buys now? No, but the probability of sells coming down here right now has gone down a bit because of the way the previous 5 closed, and then this one opened with a bottom wick to flip bullish. Surprised didn't push through. Yeah, I'm surprised didn't push through here, but you know the higher time frames are still on our side here. It's still dictating that we should come down, so we'll see what happens. I just figured it should have came down on that first push. Then it had a second push. Now it's push number 3, right? Once it breaks this wick over here, chat, if it does, how many pips is that? That's 10 pips on the dot. Once it gets there, I'm gonna go break even at the fill of the wick here to the left. And we will look for this to continue heading down. Hmm. 10 seconds on this candle, chat. We didn't close below here, chat. I'm thinking of going break even here. Because if this candle rejects and flips bullish, might end up driving up. I just don't see a reason for this to continue coming back up. Yeah, chat, I'm gonna go break even right here. About 7 pips in profit, 8 pips. I'm gonna go break even because this candle has no business flipping bullish here. So it's house money at this point. Now if we break that previous low, you guys can start securing. That's going to be roughly 10 pips. If we end up flipping back bullish, it'll likely come back up, respect the support. This will be a liquidity grab and we'll drive up to 38. So no point in having that risk on the table. We're looking for a pop here. Just it needs to pop down. Maybe 10, 15 pips. One more pop. If you can't do that, I think we'll come back up bullish. Drive or what? All right. My BE just hit. I don't know. See, that's what I was saying. Price is a little bit different on the broker, but my BE just hit. Chat, that's 2 break evens for the session. We try. It should have drove 3 times here, but my BE just hit. It's 9:55. I think I'm gonna call it a stream here. We tried twice to push through. We got basically the same entry, right? Our entry was maybe like 3 pips apart. If it, it took me out, watch it drive now. But if it drives, I don't care right now at this point. Now we need a closure below here. Well, let's see. Let's see how this hourly closes and how the next hourly gives us a top wick. Yeah, 11Bs. Hold on, let me update the stream here. It tried a few times, 1, 2, 3, and still flipped bullish here. So, I mean, there's no point. Yeah, there's no point in forcing it. If it should have drove, if it didn't, it means it found a decent support here. It's gonna drive. It's not to a fault of ours, right? It's just it should have. If it does it later, does it later. Look, it just tapped our BE too. There's no direction here now. After these rejections, there's no direction until the 5 minute, until you get closes here. Not just the 5 minute, the hourly closes in 5 minutes here. It's not just the next 5 closing, right? Because now you've established the support here, correct? Wait, let me get rid of this. Establish support. So now this 5 must break this low. And then you also need a top wick on the next hourly, ideally. So, is that what you guys want to sit through here now? Like, this isn't the time. Let's see. Let's see if it closes here. Oh, that closed a little below. It closed right on the dot here. I don't have positions here, Chad. I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait for this hourly to close. Look, we keep trying. This is try number 4 or 5 that have just tapped this low and flip bullish again on the candle. Hold on. Let me update stream record. 2 break evens on the day. What we want to be is in the high volume candle, right? You don't want to be part of the trickle down or the trickle up. You want to be in the high volume candle that drives. And ideally, that was supposed to be 3 candles ago, or the last candle. Now we have the last 4 minutes of the hourly, and you need a pullback. So if it drives, we can't enter, and if it pulls back here, we can only enter in the middle of the next hour. It's not bad closure here. Look at that. Last time it closed here, candle didn't even give a top wick, drove straight down. Let's see how this next 1 hour plays out. I'll stay on here for maybe a few minutes. Oh, chat, I'm sorry, I completely forgot about you. There's a whole chat out there. I've completely ignored you the whole stream. Wait, closure above range. How come you don't stay in trades? Well, if it gives me an indication that the probability of our trade went down, I'm gonna close. It's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes to the close of the hourly. I wasn't expecting that drive here. I was expecting that on the last 3 candles that tried to break and couldn't and held support. And then I didn't close either. If you saw, it wicked us out. This was my stop right here. It got us out by maybe like 2 pips, and then it drove here. And I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm not gonna feel FOMO. I've been seeing my account growing for a couple of years now. It's okay. That's okay, Wicks, and I got a plan. Beautiful. Got a W. Damn, there it drives. Yeah, it wicked us out, and then it drove. All day for me, I got in buys before you got in sell. So our breakdown was correct, right? It's just we were a candle off. Wixit would go down now. That's fine. I'm gonna wait for the hourly close here, and if we get a top wick on the next hourly, what's the stops here though? Like, you know what I mean? That would have been a beautiful win. It's all right. I got 29 of them here on the year. It's all right. Actual bad trade management, man.
Fuck you and your badass attitude, all your negativity, and all that other shit. Keep that shit to your fucking self. You know on this side, we're fucking positive.
You stay in that trade 9 times out of 10. Take some criticism for now. I did. I didn't ban you. You're still here talking. What do you mean? I don't ban nobody. I let everybody talk shit. But judging something as good or bad is really subjective, right? I mean, like, I actually made money today, right? If I was to listen to everybody over my trading career, could you have waited longer before moving break-even top way? I could have if that was the first rejection, right? So let's say we came down here. Where was it? Wait, why are we on the one? So let's say we came down here and rejected. I'm fine waiting on this top wick, but then we came down here and rejected and flipped bullish, right? And then we came down here and then flipped bullish again on this candle. And I wasn't expecting that to flip bullish. I was expecting it on the second or the third drive to just drive straight through. That's how I went break even, because I figured if we're going to flip bullish, we're going to hit this area here and then come back down and close below. So I'd rather wait for that second closure below, or that next instance, which might be pre-London, to then eventually drive down. Right? But if I miss, I'm also understanding that if I close out there, I didn't close out, I just went break even to manage risk. It might not, there are instances where it doesn't hit our break even and just drives, right? It took us out by maybe a pip and a half. If it didn't take me out by a pip and a half, right, and drove, it's a whole different story. But you know what I mean? You have to be logical. And if we didn't break 3 times and the candle's flipping bullish, I went break even to manage risk, right? I have risk off the table, and that's it. It's house money. The next support, I'm gonna look for. I need this hourly to come up. Look, this hourly opened with no top wick. So bottom wick, it's gonna have to come up. It's gonna have to give us a pretty steep top wick here. Last time, look, it rejected here. It drove all the way up. Look at this. Last time it rejected here. This shit came up to 1980s, right? $500 pips. Should we close? Yeah, well, I would have closed here. I would have closed at 1932 areas, yeah. I was going to close full at 1932. I believe there will be more positions tonight if we continue breaking these lows. And if we start driving back up, you might have more positions above 1940. All right, till then, Because you need range 2 breakouts now, so you need some ranges formed in order to come back up. Otherwise, it's going to continue heading down and be some really good sells later on. You said you was moving stops to be at the wick fill. Yes, when we were dry. So the initial on entry, right? We expected that candle to drive, and then I expected this candle to drive. After we closed bullish, but respected this resistance here. This candle never drove. We got no bottom wick, and it closed like a wop, right? Never broke the low here. So once this candle tapped this low, it didn't open with a top wick, right? It tapped the low and then flipped bullish. And then it came down bear again. So I said, hey, if this flips bullish again, I'm going break even here because we had really good stops. Because if it flips bullish, it should technically drive up to the top of the range. It didn't. It waited to fill the range here and then flip bullish. So watch, it might drive up to the top of the range here now after it filled it. Yes, we took 2 trades, 2 break evens. Holding till another drive down, I mean, good luck, but I wouldn't. Secured 800. Yeah, I mean, everybody managed different. If you didn't go break even, you should have secured. If you didn't close the first one at break even, you should have secured. There's a method for my madness, right? There's a reason for why I move my stops, why I extend my stop. There's a reason for all of it. Now, if you asked me a question why I did that and I couldn't answer it, and I couldn't give you a valid reason for why we did that, then you can be like, all right, that's some bullshit. But there's a reason for everything we did, right? So you can't cry. And that's W. And that's the good thing about what we do here, because anything you ask me here, anything you talk about, I can break it down, tell you exact reasoning, why not, when, like how, what I'm looking for, right? There's no arbitrariness here, right? Nothing here is arbitrary. It's not like, oh, because I feel, or because I've seen this before, or because I think, because I like how this looks. No, nothing is arbitrary, right? So everything has a reasoning, and that's why we do it. That's why we actually are pretty successful at doing it, right? And that's why it's a lot easier to teach than a lot of arbitrary things, because I can get this across and I can give you a reason, I can make you understand the logic, and then it's on you to manage the risk, right? Whereas a lot of arbitrary stuff, it's like, well, he feels like that, but I feel different here, so I'm just going to keep it open, right? Like, but where's the equation? There's no, this is a science here, our strategy, right? And there's no I think in science, right? There's a hypothesis, right? But there's no like agreement in science. There's only either it does or it doesn't, you know? So this has a scientific approach to it when it comes to explanations wise. It becomes like the scientific method. It can be proven. It can, we back tested it, forward tested it, sample sized, and that's what we come up with, and that's why we've been able to stay profitable, because it's a method. It's like a scientific method. It just, there's a reason for it. Nothing is arbitrary. Yeah, it's not about all because I feel like it. Gut feeling, we could have opened a buy at the very bottom, but overall, over a long period of time, it would not be as profitable as we are. Give me one sec, chat. What's up? Can I finish? She told on you? Why are you telling on your sister? All right, hold on. I gotta go resolve World War III between the Wixes. Chat. That's our session. I'm gonna call it here. Mods, thank you so much for coming through. Everyone in the Zoom, appreciate you all. I'll be here tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. Eastern with Don on his channel, and we will be back live 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow here. Just to clarify, I'm going to be looking for a steep pullback, another 5-minute range created, breaking the previous hourly high. That before any sells or sells above 1940, 1942 areas, 1945 areas. All right, that's our session. Mods, chat, love and wisdom to you all. I appreciate all of you, as my kids are going crazy here, but that's our session. You already know. Here's your track. And just like that, another Asian session in the book. All right? Good night, gang.